So, hello and welcome back to another episode of Mountain Blade Warband. Now you might realize this is not Flores of Wolfmont. This is also a Northern Plain Chisabedi Montagne. And that has a specific reason. Because recently Mountain Blade had an update where they changed a little bit of stuff with Viking Conquest and Napoleon, whatever that is. And a little bit of change in the vanilla game. And after this I could no longer start Warband Script Enhancer. And you also cannot use an earlier version of that, because then the mod doesn't work. Now I could play without that Script Enhancer, but then I would have a constant error messages on the screen. Therefore I said, you know what, screw this. I don't want to do this anymore. And I don't give a shit. Therefore I'm starting a new mod. Well, it's not that new. It is updated, very well updated to be honest. And that's all. Let's see if we can get somewhere there in this mod. Not like the last playthrough where I basically could not handle it because it crashed so often. But I'm positive that this will be quite something else. I've taken a little bit of a look into it. And let's fucking go. Let's fucking do this. Now, first of all, we don't need a tutorial. We are well equipped with how this game works. So let's start a new game, and the first thing you'll see is it has been quite updated. Look at that. Look, you could even like read up on different factions of Middle-earth and all of the shenanigans. But for now, we fight for the dawn of a new era. There we go. Now we could learn about the different factions in Middle-earth and the different races in Middle-earth. But we will go for men. And then we specifically go for the Beornings. The bear people. Yeah. Of course, are male as fuck. I will be a Beorning man, not a warrior, because we don't want it easy. And yes, allow me to quit without saving. So, when we are in the stat screen. Now, for a bear person, the Beornings are quite interesting folk, and I think I have the perfect focus. It will be kind of leading from Chisabedi Montagne to this. Now, let's also go for athletics, because we need to walk, right? Wildcraft, what is that? The ability to survive in the wilderness and bend it to your will. Ability to hide from enemies and the party's speed while in wooded terrain. That sounds quite interesting. Okay, and there's a skill that doesn't exist. But otherwise, this seems quite basic skills. Let's take a fucking point in Wildcraft. Doesn't hurt, does it? Now we're also going for heavy two-handed. Axes, I presume, because we are Beornings. So a name. What does sound bear person? From Helm? Hornbolt. How about that? Gromhelm Hornbolt. That sounds bearish. You know, fuck it. Let's do this. A face. Okay. Our face doesn't fit to our body. What the fuck? Ah, it's some kind of tumor on our neck. But I think the face overall fits. Especially the skin color as well. We're not that old. We are oldish. A little brighter. I think the beard fits as well. Yeah, let's keep this. I like this. That sounds like... that looks like a chrome helm. Yes. Middle-earth, a shadow is growing in the east, and dark things come forth that have long been hidden. Three peoples... Three peoples? Yeah, well, it would make sense. Prepare for war, the like of which has not been seen for an age. Man, elf, dwarves and orcs all will play their part. Okay. Let's go for those options. Let's start as early as possible with the war. Restrict player equipment, of course. Battle formations and AI. Let's keep that. The background changed. Advanced siege AI on. Town NPCs are always accessible from menus. Yes, please. Cutscenes, of course. Injuries for companions. Permanent death for lords and companions. No. Permanent death for the player. No. Battle morale system. Yes. Animal ambushes. Yes, please. Fallen rider damage messages. Well, it doesn't really matter because we're not gonna ride anything. Troop identifier in battles. Now the simple one will just like give red and green dots above heads. The other one will display full names. But we're gonna keep it simple. The camera mode of course stays as it is. Prevent the eye from taking defensive. Yes. And brighter nights, yes. Gameplay leaks, we don't want to do anything at the moment. Because why should we? Go forth upon your chosen path. Ooh, stuff to read. These woods, these old paths, and the fort are the only home you have ever known. But old Beorn was one who remembered an older home, far away in the mountains. His son, Chief Grimbeorn the Old, now stands foremost among your people, and like his father, he is apt to sit on the great Carrog at night, setting his sight to the west, deep in his own thoughts. For your part, your thoughts are simple. The woods grow dangerous, foul orcs grow bolder, and walk about even in daylight. The wolves they ride will not listen even to one of your people, so twisted have they become by goblin ways. The air feels and smells different. Bad. The further south you go, closer to Dol Guldur, where not so long ago the sorcerer dwelt and did things unworthy of naming, the worse it gets. The elves huddle in their caves to the north. Most will not come out to protect the woodlands, its animals and trees and other things that move and live. Your people will fight, as you always have, to keep the fort and the forest safe. With a stout stick in your hands, you will smash any orcs that dare intrude, and if it should come to greater blows, why, many among your people are more than they seem. But if even the grim battle strength of the Beorning should fail, then the world will know no more the joy of sweet honey, bright flowers, shady forest paths, and all things good. All will fall beneath the shadow. Continue! On your way to Beorn's house, you come upon some allies preparing to ambush a company of orcs. Well, let's ambush the orcs as well. They're beating up people somewhere. Over there. And we have a stick. Let's help our friends. Oh, Galadrim and Lothlorien. Fuck off, mate. Okay, he has fucked off. Oh. Cromwell doesn't like these boys. There we go. The battle has been won. Sulite Melon. That is, thank you, friend. At first I wasn't sure if a goblin saber or a raging bear would be our doom. Alas, the stars were kind to send you to our aid. I know your tongue, elf, well enough to know if you mock me or if you give thanks. Stars had none to do with it. I sent the filth and followed the trail. I sensed the filth and followed the trail. I would have slain them were you in danger or not. Stars sail through the heavenly seas, men tread the earth. Truly who can say if their paths follow each other? We shall speak of you to all our people, your deeds shall be known and your needs met. Were you to chase a star to Golden Valley? Resource point tutorial. Yes, we know how this works. It's basically money. But only faction-wise. Which also makes sense, because factions have their own currency. Our bees make honey and wax. Our herds give milk, butter and cheese. Bread we make ourselves. A sharp axe I can trade for with dwarves when they pass through. What else would I need? What more than a pair of strong hands? Our Golden Valley gives goods aplenty, and a friend to Lauren is welcome to them. Should we stand shoulder to shoulder on the field of battle again, or should you aid the designs of Our Lady and her lords? Our people will reward your effort with all you would require while far away from home. Faction ranks tutorial. We also know how this works. Oh, I didn't read the last bit. But, well, here we are. We are at Beorn's house. Close by the Mirkwood Forest. The Beorning faction only has the Beorning village as well. And it still seems quite sparse. I mean, it is quite a big map and not too much in it. But hey, who are we to judge? So, we have our resource points, as we do. We have 50 at the moment, and we can have 20 guys. Here we are. Wait, you can change that again? Good to know. Inventory, we only have the poor woodman staff and some fish. Notes. Well, we don't have anything special here. Game concept. Yeah, we know how this works. Oh no, there is actually more stuff. Then morale. You can rally your troops. And of course we get more. The enemy gets a strong morale hit if we kill the commander. And of course he cannot rally. Okay, with we can rally our troops. Good to know. Rumors and legendary places. Talking to people in settlements, you can read commentary from their faction's perspective. This will often contain interesting lore and sometimes even information unlocking special legendary locations on the world map. Some of these are only for exploration and don't serve any other purpose. Some of them contain unique quests and Easter eggs. When you unlock one, you will be notified by a message. Alright, starting tips. Okay, first of all, we are definitely gonna collect troops and do missions for our faction. Tactical control. Yeah, we know how this works. Trolls. Of course, there are trolls and the War of the Ring. Okay. Okay, with fairly simple stuff. We now have our different... There are also traits, I need to remember that. Then affection strength. Let's take a look at the Beorn. Where are they? Dale, Harad, Kant, Moriard. Beornings! 3000, fair. Well, we are small. When we are below 3000 we can be sieged. And currently the Umbar, the Kant and the Harad actually on that stage, but the war has not yet begun, so we need to get up strength, definitely. Let's take a look at the troop trees, because we most certainly want to see... There's so many Gondor troops, it's ridiculous. But we are a Beorning and we'll have Beornings. Now they are the strongest warriors, the bear warriors are the simple infantry, but fucking tough simple infantry. Look at that, 7 shield, oh those guys know how to use a shield. Then berserkers. Then the night guards. I'm not too sure about... Well, it seems like that they have less health. But otherwise are pretty similar. Oh, they actually are better at power strike and their armor is better than the nearly naked. That's interesting. So basically... Like, they use two-handed axes, Northmen long axe. Well, they use... Well, the Northman long axe seems to be better. Yes. They don't seem decent at all. I far prefer the Night Guard of... but we also definitely need a little bit of archery, a little bit of range in our army. And we're also probably gonna go for a little bit of range. Why do these guys have... Okay. Very well then. But we are gonna focus on Bear Warriors and some Night Guard and Night Stalkers. I don't have to take a look at anything else. Camp is only use night project and developer menu. Okay, it's just that. Something else? Options. Video options. Why is that all on high? Character detail. Number of corpses, number of ragdolls, bloodstains. It should be low overall. Because we want as much performance as possible. Now we will have a quick lag when things change. Because there we're gonna have more troops. Like we're gonna have large battles later on. Okay. Turn to game. And so, let's go into Beorn's house. Speak with the Beorn Elder. Oh shit, that is low quality. Holy shit. Okay, no, we're not gonna have this. This is a little bit too much. It's texture detail, probably. Let's keep that like that. It takes quite a lot of time to change that. But let's see. I see, that's far better. Right, Björn, good day, Gromhelm. No Gromhelm Hornbolt. How can I serve our cause? Okay, I need to deliver some supplies to Rivendell in 7 days. Sure, I will make delivery. But I think we're gonna end this episode here. We basically didn't do any... I feel like playing EU4, basically not doing anything for the first half of the game. Anyway, it's a shame that all the later stuff got that I always have to cancel Let's Plays because of technical issues, but let's see how far we'll get with this mod this time. But anyway, that's it for this episode. I guess I'll see you guys next episode. Bye!